Welcome back, everyone, to the New York Giants franchise here in Madden NFL 22. The Philadelphia Eagles are hosting us here today at Lincoln Financial, wearing their all-black uniforms. Now, I came across this article that I thought was pretty funny, so I didn't even realize that this was a thing. Okay, when I made the jersey matchups here for this game, I did not even realize this was a thing. I was like, you know what, maybe the black on black would be kind of cool for this game, for this matchup. Well, apparently, according to Seamus, he's a Philadelphia Eagles fan. I don't know if he's a resident. I did some research on him afterward. But yeah, so the black jerseys are apparently a sign of desperation for the Philadelphia Eagles. So do they feel a little... So building off that, do they feel a little bit desperate that, you know, now that they're playing the Giants? And I didn't even know that either, that they usually wear the black uniforms against the Giants in night games. So either way, man, I just thought it was funny, just enough to share with you guys as we open up this intense and heated rivalry matchup between those Eagles and our New York Giants. Guys, if you didn't catch the last episode, it is in the upper right-hand corner. It's also in the playlist link in the description, but we ended up losing, so a little bit of a spoiler here. We ended up losing Game 1 against the Minnesota Vikings, a fumble recovery for a touchdown off the kickoff in overtime. Lost us the game, so... For those of you that, you know, didn't watch that episode, but there you go. So there's a little bit of spoiler. So unfortunately, yeah, I just ruined it for you. But we got to get back off the schneid a little bit. We got to turn this thing around. This did not start off the way that I had hoped for. An 0-1 start with our new prized possession, Lamar Jackson. And that opening drive was also not what I had expected from our multi-million-dollar quarterback. You know, this is supposed to be an offense that's really going to start clicking and moving the dang football. We need to score a bunch of points with this team, and I think we've got the receivers to do it. We've got the running backs to do it. We got the talent to do it. We got the quarterback to do it. It's just a matter of getting the user to do it, right? Trying to get used to using Lamar Jackson. But so far, so good for our defense here. But unfortunately, for our offense, we still can't get the momentum going our way. We're going to get Billy Price to grab somebody, give him a little bit of the business, if you will. Little holding call there. Going to push us back to the 10-yard line. First down and 20. Nice catch and run there by Sterling Shepard. He's going to get 9. And he had a good game last week. So hopefully, again, we can utilize him and, again, get that momentum turning our way here on offense. But, again, we're going backwards. Sarek Martin on 2nd and 11, trying to get some O-linemen in space here a little bit, trying to get our playmakers in space. Can't do it. We're going to lose that yard. 3rd down and 12. This throw to Evan Ingram was on a dime, but unfortunately Evan Ingram with the possession catch, he's going to go down short of the line of game. It's 4th down and 1. We kick it off, and it seems like our offenses, both teams, are just trading possessions at this point. We just keep punting the football, stalling out. Something's got to break, right? Something's got to change. 3rd down and 5. That's not going to change for the Philadelphia Eagles here. Nice play by Leonard Williams, getting the sack on Mackey, and now we get the possession back. 1 minute and 20 seconds left as this throw hits Saquon Barkley, and a good yak yards after the catch. Good little angle route there for Barkley, especially getting that yak yardage, man. I love the speed by Saquon. The receiving ability for him is definitely going to be a big-time season for Saquon. I think he's going to have a better season than he did in year number 1 and year number 2 of this franchise series, now that this team is going to be a little bit more run-centric, a little more run-heavy, as we see Lamar Jackson running all the way from the 39 to the 12-yard line. He will fumble the ball. Luckily, it got pushed out of bounds. So here we are at the 12. 1st and 10 did not hit, so here we are 2nd and 10, and Lamar Jackson's rolling down to the right side line, and he's going to get out at the 8-yard line. Saquon Barkley moving in motion to that right sideline. I was hoping that he would be wide open there, but he's not. And unfortunately, nobody's open in the end zone either. That ball was actually picked off, but luckily stepped out of bounds. So we are going to kick this field goal, and it will be up and good, as Graham Gano is just Mr. Automatic when it comes to field goals, and we're now up 3-0. Let's go to the second quarter here. Mackey and the Eagles trying to get something going here. Tried to pick that thing off, but man, oh man, that was hanging up there. Easily should have been picked off, but we misjudged its depth, and Goodwell is going to get the big catch, and they're going to be stopped there at the 8-yard line. Fortunately, we didn't give up the touchdown on that big play. But no matter, Miles Sanders finds himself into the end zone. That's a touchdown for the Eagles. It is 7-3. 3 minutes and 33 seconds for the G-men. Lamar Jackson, again, nobody open, and we just got to scramble out of it. We got to roll to the right. Roll out cheese, man. Roll out cheese. 1st and 10. Big run here for the Giants. 29-yard line. Little play action. Lamar trying to find somebody open. That was a really tight window. Challenging the custom prospect Dalton Jett, the linebacker, the superstar X-Factor linebacker. You got to watch out for him. Lamar, you're looking like Danny Dimes out here, man. Easy open throw, and he just whiffed on it. Lamar, 3rd down and 10. We got pressure on Jackson. He's going to roll to the right, but he's going to miss one defender, but not Josh Sweat. It's going to be 4th down and 16 from the 35, but at the 42, maybe the 43-yard line, Graham Gano will kick this thing up and good, man. He is so automatic. Down by a point, 7-6, and Mackey with 1:55 fires this to no one except for Xavier McKinney. He was shooting out there for Devontae Smith, and man, did he overshoot him. I think he just misjudged Devontae's speed. Look at this, my goodness. We'll take that pick, we'll take that, but oh my goodness, look at the recovery by Clay Campbell. On that slant route, it looked like, Campbell was just going to get out of position there, but he recovered nicely, and Lamar Jackson just got baited. So we give the football right back, and then Dallas Goedert going to take this thing from the 44 all the way to the 23. 1:12 left to go. They're going to check this thing down on a screen play. That's Miles Sanders going to only get about 6. Yeah, 17-yard line from the 23. A 6-yard gain. 2nd down and 4. This pass also going to be completed out there to the right side. They are going to call a timeout here. So 55 seconds, and Mackey, no pressure until a little bit late. He fires this thing into coverage, but Dallas Goedert actually dropped the pass. And then we got a catch out here to the right. A little check down, moving from the 9 to the 5. They're not calling a timeout quite yet. It's about 23 seconds, and in the end zone, it's going to be dropped by Dallas Goedert. So they're going to have to settle for the field goal here to make it 10-6. We have a chance here with about 20, maybe 18 seconds. Yeah, so 18 seconds on the clock, 15 seconds after the kickoff here. So we've got a shot at getting some points back up on the board. Just one big play gets you a touchdown. You take the lead going into the second half, and of course, just really, ultimately, we're just trying to get the field goal. At the bare minimum, get the field goal. Now take a look at Lamar Jackson going from the 35-yard line all the way to the 40 with 7 seconds left. It's like Mike McCarthy calling a quarterback run with the game on the line and seconds on the clock just waning. Well, that's going to be a nice little check down here, get out of bounds. Evan Ingram able to preserve some time on the clock for us to kick that field goal up and good, and it is 10-9 at the half. So our offense, it's kind of an enigma right now. I don't know if it's just me, feeling like I have that Lamar Jackson crutch right now, that I can just scramble and roll out and escape the pressure. I don't have to find a receiver to throw to like I did with Jones. Now, granted, Jones did have some mobility. He's got speed in Madden, but I think I'm having a little bit of a crutch right now with Lamar, just knowing in the back of my mind I can always just roll out, don't risk a risky throw. It's better than throwing an interception, am I right? It's better than throwing a pick, a costly pick. Speaking of interceptions, this one was actually picked off by Darnell Holmes if he had been able to stay in bounds. Either way, man, it is still 10-9, and Mackey's going to fire this one up deep to Devontae Smith, and Xavier McKinney was usered, and man, did I get burned. I was thinking he might be going to the sidelines, to the left hash marks. Instead, he broke it up the middle and to the right, and it's a big gain. So at the 11-yard line, it's going to be no gain. Good stop there by Peppers and Ojulari. 2nd down and 10 at the 11. Mackey, no pressure, firing out to the end zone, just literally just getting rid of it. There's nothing open for him. 3rd down and 10. Mackey starting to feel a little bit of pressure, but really good coverage by the Giants defense, and Philly's going to have to settle for, yet again, another field goal. So 2 field goals in the game for Philly. Now we have a shot still to take the lead here with a touchdown. Gotta like what our defense has been able to figure out here coming off of that bad week number 1 loss. But take a look at Saquon Barkley with the spin move, baby. Going from the 25 all the way down to the 36. I love the speed and the jukes by Saquon, man. That's what makes him so freaking special. Get him out in space, and he does work his magic. So Lamar Jackson could have waited for the square route, but instead we're going to fire this thing up and a rollout all the way to Evan Ingram in the end zone. A complete and utter dot. That was a dot. You can't tell me otherwise. Look at this. On the run. Try to make that throw, Daniel Jones. That's what that arm strength and arm accuracy throwing deep will do for you. Touchdown Eagles at 16-13. Dennis Winston, a one-year pro, middle linebacker. Not a custom player, but a CPU-generated guy. He's really good. I like Dennis Winston, man. I like Dennis Winston, but getting that sack, it's going to set him up now 3rd and 9. Deep throw here, that's deflected, so good job again by the Giants defense just being there and hanging with these speedy receivers for Philadelphia. 2nd down and 5, Sarek Martin checks in, and a big hit by Dalton Jett, but look who's there, it's Evan Ingram. He picks it up, picks up the 1st down, along with the football. You got to feel bad for Dalton Jett right there, man. He laid the lumber on his man, and still we pick up the 1st down. So what's this guy got to do, right? What's this guy got to do? Almost a deflection right into Sterling Shepard's hand. That would have been a nice, that would have been a funny play. Let's not lie here. It would have been kind of funny. Even though Madden is terribly programmed, it still would have been funny. 1st down picked up. That's Evan Ingram with the catch. Now here is Sterling Shepard again with another. No, he dropped it. Dang, he dropped it. 2nd down and 10 now. Jackson scanning the field, firing out to the right. That's Evan Ingram picking up the 1st down, a gain of 15. 4-yard line, and oof, big hit. Man, reminds me of that Reggie Bush hit, right? Reminds me of that Reggie Bush hit for the Saints in the playoffs. Eagles cornerbacks love to lay the boomstick. 3rd down and goal, little play action, and Lamar says, I'm going to try to get to the pylon instead, and he can't quite do it. So you know what? Take the points. Take the points here. Don't go for the touchdown here. Yeah, you're on the 1-yard line. I know that it's probably maybe unconventional, right? But, you know, game's not over. We're going into the 4th quarter. It's a 6-point game now. So a touchdown and the extra point. And extra points are not a given with the distance now like they used to be, right? You can get a block there if you get it timed right. So I'm liking our chances here. You never want that to be, you don't want to give the CPU any room to beat you. So here is Lamar Jackson rolling to the right, scrambling, fumbling, and giving the Eagles the football back. So man, oh man, Lamar, this offense, man, it's just not clicking, man. I'm starting to worry. I'm starting to freak out a little bit here. Week 2, it's getting a little dicey, man. It's getting a little dicey here. But we do have a holding call on Philly. So that's going to push them to 1st down and 20 at the 23. So they're actually going to roll out and flick it over here to Dallas Goedert, who picks up the 1st down. That right there is Giants-esque in real life. 1st down and 20 after you just got the holding call, and they pick up the 1st down. It's unbelievable, man. 4 minutes and 42 seconds. Mackey, clean pocket, delivers this. Nice pass to Miles Sanders, picks up the 1st down as well. So Eagles are starting to pick up a bunch of chunks on us, even with checkdowns. Take a look at this. Good hit there by Dennis Winston, but they pick up 6 on the play. It's just dink and dunk, and then a little bit of a chunk. Look at this play. Just a little post corner route, boom. A little flag route, boom. Toast. 1 cut and you're dead. 1st down and 10, 18-yard line. Mackey rolling to the right. And I don't know what happened to Leonard Williams. He just kind of like stutter stepped. He just like stopped his little route there to go get Mackey. Either way, 2nd and 10, 13-yard line after this pass is completed. 3rd down and 6. Giants defense, they really need a big play right here. They're going to fake the wide receiver run, and the Giants defense not falling for it. So what's the call, Philly? 4th down and 6. Let's see if we can dial something up, get some pressure on him. Maybe make him forced into making a mistake here, right? So McKinney guarding the middle of the field and not helping Darnay Holmes. His assignment was the middle of the field in green zone. But Darnay Holmes, man-to-man on Dallas Goedert, he wins the battle. Into the end zone, man. Take one more look at this. And if I had them Super Mario noise, a little jump, It's literally what it looked like. Man, so Dallas Goedert's got some serious hops, man. He's got Super Mario hops out here. So the Philadelphia Eagles take the lead on us, 20-19. Now take a look here. We're getting kind of screwed right now. It should be the 2-minute warning. Maybe it could help us, actually. Stoppage of clock. So we get 2:02 on the clock. We also get the 2-minute warning. That might actually have helped us. I don't know. We'll find out here. But we do pick up the first down. 1-point game. You need a field goal to win. Don't do anything crazy. Just get in the field goal range. Graham Gano is so automatic. We don't need a touchdown, right? Just get in position for the field goal. We got a ton of time on the clock. Don't risk it. We need a win here. We need a win. After week number 1 against the Vikings, that debacle, we need a win against a intra-divisional opponent. Lamar Jackson rolling out. Going to get the second down in inches play here. And here's a deep bomb looking to the end zone. I literally just said don't do anything stupid. And what do? We're throwing deep trying to shoot for the touchdown. It's unreal. Third down in inches. Barkley will pick up the first, trying to fake out Clay Campbell. He can't. Makes the tackle, but not before Barkley gets the first down. Under a minute. Here's Barkley running to the right. He's going to get stopped. Only get a gain of 1 right there. So second down and 9. Sarek Martin checks in using that power back skill set that he's got. He's going to get down to third down and 4. Philadelphia with 1 timeout left. Sarek Martin trying to pick up the first. And they can't do it. So it's now 4th down and 3. Graham Gano, we need you right here, bud. We need you. Taking the wind into account, he bangs it right through, right down the middle. But did we leave too much clock up there for Philadelphia? It's 22-20. A field goal will win them the game. Do we really want to lose in that fashion to Philadelphia on the road? I don't think we do, guys. It's been a pretty tough little stretch here for the Giants. Had an away game against Minnesota, now an away game against Philly. It's tough, man. The next week, we actually have an away game against the Cardinals. 3 straight away games to start off the season. We can't have this happen. Leonard Williams coming on through, and he gets the sack, and the Eagles can't get to the line. It's 2nd and 20. They can't get to the line. They can't get a playoff. The no-huddle time that gets killed off once you no-huddle. It cost him. It cost him the game. Darius Mackey, I thought he played well today. Thought he played well for a rookie in week 2 of the season. See his numbers there, 266, 60%, a touchdown and a pick. But that's the same thing that happened for Lamar, a touchdown and a pick. But Lamar Jackson, 175 yards rushing today, no touchdowns. Evan Ingram, almost 100 yards there, 7 catches for 96 and a score. Galladay, 2 catches. Barkley, 2 catches. You know what stinks about, again, that the offensive crutch that I feel like I'm developing now, having Lamar Jackson, I feel like I'm being set back now as a passer in this game. So I'm going to have to work on that. I'm going to have a little more confidence in Lamar Jackson's throwing ability than just having that in the back of your mind. Like, oh, you can just scramble, just run out of the pocket, just run. He's so athletic, you'll just do it. You'll just pick up the first down every time. So I got to hold myself back there a little bit. Roderick Flemings, our first-round rookie, is going to have a little bit of an upgrade there. He's now a 70 overall. Now, a little reminder to you guys, we are still taking custom prospects for this series, even though it is now in year number 3. I'm planning on getting to like year 5. So if you want to be a custom prospect, consider donating on Patreon for a guaranteed overall rating and a guaranteed dev trait if you want to go that route. There's different tiers, $3, $5, 10, and 20. 20 obviously gets you a first rounder, superstar, dev traits, or X Factor, whatever you want to call it. So obviously each tier has its pros and cons. But if you want to go the open submission route, which is the free way to do it, it will be a star dev, I think 60 overall, 60 or 65 overall player. Not the worst thing in the world, but maybe like a 3rd round type of guy. So form for that open submission is in the description of this video. If you guys want to go take a look at that, Patreon link is also in the description as well. I do Patreon custom prospects for all series that I run on this channel, even open submission. If you guys want to go that route too, you don't have to pay or anything. If you want to go the open submission route, you can do that. Just offering it back up to you guys because I want you guys to be able to get involved in the series if you want to. All right, so we ended up getting a win over the Cardinals, 21-14. And man, this has been a grind for this football team. I'm telling you what, 21-14 win, barely beating the Cardinals, barely beating the Philadelphia Eagles on the road. It's been a tough test for us. But we find ourselves at 2-1. We take on the Eagles again in week number 4, but that's our first home game. And I know I just played the Eagles here. I wanted you guys to see Darius Mackey over anybody on the Cardinals at this point, since custom prospect bias. But we got to show our first home game. So that's the game that you guys will be seeing next episode on Sunday, I believe, is when I'm uploading the next one. We're actually going to continue on to do the Play 2 Sim 1. So what I mean by that is I'm going to have 2 games in gameplay and then simulating 1 game out of a 3-game stretch. So there'll be 3 games that we cover, 2 games that are played, 1 game that's simmed, total of 3 games for every Giants episode moving forward. Just a little weird how we did it in the very beginning of this season, just simply because of the preseason game, then week 1, yeah, so on and so forth. I definitely want to get that preseason game underway against the Browns, get some revenge for the Super Bowl loss. Definitely wanted to do that. So stats update, you guys saw where we stand as far as statistics go for the team. Again, our passing numbers are not really where I want them to be. Our rushing totals are first in the NFL. So, but again, I want that to be, dare I say it, I want it to be reversed a little bit. I don't have a problem with the fact that we have a good running team. I think that's how this team is built. But again, we've got a bunch of receivers that are pretty talented as it is, so we got to utilize those guys a little bit more, kind of like how we did with Daniel Jones. But a couple of updates as far as quarterbacking goes. Lamar Jackson is close to last in passing, is real close. Rushing wise, though, he's in the group of elite tier running backs. It's just kind of funny. He's up there with Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, man, Jonathan Taylor. It's like, dude, Lamar, I know you're good at running, but man, let's just take it a little easy here in gameplay, right? Goldie, just try not to roll out cheese so much. We're 2-1 currently. Here's your team stats, and like I said, guys, we are last in passing and first overall in rushing. Yeah, just take a look at that. We're first overall in rushing as far as yards are concerned, last in passing. Chiefs are first with 1,000, so they've doubled us up in that regard. Take a look here at the Detroit Lions. My Detroit Lions. Jared Goff is starting over the quarterback that they just took in the first round, Tito Ramos, the Heisman winner, right? So they've scored 1 touchdown all season. It was a rushing touchdown. So through 3 weeks, they've scored 1 touchdown. I think it's time for a change out in Detroit. Don't you guys think so too? But we can't do anything for Detroit. We can't manage Detroit. We got to worry about our New York Giants and Big Blue Nation. That's what we got to worry about. So guys, next episode, I will see you guys against the Eagles at home. The Washington football team is the game we're going to simulate because that's a 1 o'clock game. They're not very good. And the Cowboys in Jerry World on Sunday Night Football at 8:20. We got to show that game as well. So the 2 games we're showing are intra-divisional opponents. Actually, they're all intra-divisional opponents in the NFC East, but we're going to be showing the game against the Eagles for it being our first home game. Lamar Jackson in the big blue jersey. Gotta love that. Simulating the football team game, and then playing the Sunday Night Football game against the Cowboys. So guys, leave a like if you like this thing. Let me know what your thoughts are on our offense. What do you think we need to do with Lamar and Saquon and Evan Ingram and these receivers like Galladay and Shepard and Slayton? These guys are having a career down year by comparison to other seasons. So you would have thought Lamar Jackson comes into the fold, we would have had our receivers having better seasons. But love to know your thoughts, guys. Leave a like if you like this thing. I'll see you on the weekend for the next Giants episode. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.